Can you briefly tell about yourself?
My name is Nageshri and I have 4 years of experience in automation testing. So in that 3 years in Java, Selenium and 1 year in Python Selenium. Recently I'm working on Python Selenium. So in Java Selenium I've used Eclipse IDE as an editor and TestNG as a testing tool, and I have prepared extent report. And currently I'm using PyCharm as an editor and PyTest as a testing tool, and I'm preparing IDE report. So I am the only one tester who is working in my project, so I need to involve in a lot of other activities. So whenever it is necessary, I need to involve in manual testing, API postman testing, and sometimes giving requirements, task creation, and release note, sign off. These all things I need to be involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are saying that you are involved in both automation and manual. What's the percentage of automation versus manual that you are involved in?
Actually, automation is more as I have done, because we have a lot of complicated features in our application. That all complicated features I have automated, because in manually almost we have 500 plus test cases, and in automation 335 almost I have automated. So, and postman, sometimes I need to involve in postman also.
Okay. Can you explain me the overall process, how the testing happens, right from the requirement collection to the product delivery? You can explain me where all the testing is, where all the testing component comes in.
Yeah. Whenever a requirement discussion comes, so we need to.
Whoever gives the requirement.
Uh,
So does it go directly to the development team or does it come to you also?
Actually, in the discussion, I am also involved. So whenever we discuss, I am also involved in the discussion. After creating the task, after requirement discussion, after Figma, if you get once the Figma design, then developer is after creating the task, developer is getting the task. So under that task, I mean Epic. So that few processes there, Epic creation, then user story creation, task creation. So under that user stories, developer is creating tasks for themselves, what they are developing, with a requirement, acceptance criteria added, and after developing, and again it is like API, if API is required, they are developing API at the same time. And after API development done, so I am receiving for testing purpose. So I will be testing. So I need to create a task under that user story itself for testing purpose, API testing purpose.
Okay.
And I'm testing it. If it is completed, I'm sending it for review. So we are assigning for project manager.
Okay.
So after reviewing, he will move it into done state. After reading the comments and my whatever I have tested, I will add in the comments, and then he will move to done state.
Where do you capture the defects?
In the issues, we have option issues. So there we are raising the bug. So we are zero. Yeah, we are raising the issues, and that issues also we are attaching to the user story itself. So where a developer also can be.
What are the categories that you, whenever you raise a defect, what are the categories that are available for you to raise the defect?
There are a few mandatory things and even optional also there. So whichever is necessary, I attach all the requirement related things. So there we have.
How do you categorize defects?
You mean severity and priority, you mean to ask? So based on the severity and priority, I will categorize, and there we have
what
mandatory.
Are the various categories in severity?
I mean P1,
okay.
P2,
P1, P2, P3. Okay.
That is the priority. Major, medium, minor.
How do you classify what is major, what is medium?
So based on the priority, how soon the bug needs to be fixed, and severity, how much % that bug is affecting on the other areas or functionality of the application. Based on that, I will categorize and I will raise a bug in priority and severity based on that. I'll categorize.
Okay.
And then that bug will be added to that user stories where the developer and API tester can be able to access it easily through that user story
Okay.
itself.
So I'm testing one application, right? And I got a defect. Now I need to go ahead and classify it as a major, medium, or minor. Do you have set guidelines on what is major, what is medium, what is minor?
Yeah.
What is that? I want to understand what exactly are the set parameters for you to decide.
Set parameters, because I will be knowing the functionality of the application, and sometimes it is based on the requirements also it happens. So severity low, like a medium, low, high, that is based on like if that is can be fixed in the next sprint, that we can move into like a low severity, like that can be worked in the next sprint.
Okay.
If that needs to be fixed in the current sprint on immediate based, that I will consider it as a.
Who is the decision maker here? Whether it is
I myself does.
Okay.
I myself does, and in meetings also we discuss.
What is build acceptance criteria?
Smoke testing we do. So if all the main functionality features which we have developed in the current sprint, that all overall we will check if it is all the features are working and which is it is acceptable, like if there is no any blockers or things, that we will accept it. No, we have not done any criteria like that, but whenever we are deploying to production, I had not accepted when the high priorities are high and high severity bugs are not. It's just orally in the sprint planning or something. So I orally have told I cannot accept. So these needs to be fixed like that.
So have you done white box testing?
Code related. Actually, like whenever I'm doing automation testing, because sometimes I need to follow the code, maybe I have done in that way, but especially code white box I have not followed.
What is the advantage of white box testing or black box testing? Can you tell me? Or what are drawbacks of white box testing? You can highlight both.
White box, because we are testing line by line, so as I heard, so this is advantage only white box testing, because sometimes there is many loops, there is a chances of using many loops which cannot be, which is not contains any codes. Sometimes that also happens. That also can cause an issue, like it can increase the
What is the
performance.
drawback? You are telling good things only. Then why are people not doing white box testing? Everybody is doing black box testing only.
Yes, correct.
Hardly few people are doing white box testing. What is the drawback?
Maybe it's a time consuming.
Time consuming. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And anyhow we are doing performance testing, in that we can come to know that where the code and controlled, where the loops, extra loops, and where the extra codes
What's
are
the
added.
singular most reason why people don't like to do white box testing? Why testers don't do white box testing?
Some testers don't have a coding knowledge.
Another major reason why people don't do white box testing.
It's not a cost effective, maybe.
No. Time consuming is a correct answer. I agree with that. It is time consuming. There is one more major reason why people don't do white box testing. Can you think about that?
Maybe that needs to set an environment for
I don't know, you have to tell me. So you are good with SQL. So let's supposing an application, you are put as a test lead in an application which has database dependency. So would you be like willing to, like, would you like comfortable to go in, run the queries to see whether the data is updated? So you are comfortable with that. All the CRUD operations you are comfortable in SQL.
I'm good in SQL.
Okay. As a tester, if I ask you, you have done one complete round of testing. Now I'm asking you, what are the 4 important metrics that you would capture, which will indicate the health of the project?
Maybe first one is a test case.
Test case.
Yeah,
Okay.
test case preparation. How much we have covered, that is the traceability.
Coverage. Yes, you mean to say coverage. How
Coverage.
much we have covered.
Covered
Okay.
test cases we have covered. So
What is your current confidence in your whatever the current project that you, how much coverage are you able to get?
first, when I prepared the test cases, that orally I was manually I was writing like how much I have covered, and when I was doing automation testing manually, like based on the number of functionalities I am covering in the particular test case, based on that I wrote the coverage, code coverage,
Okay.
and it was required like 70 to 95 or 90% was client requirement. But later what I did is coverage, like I integrated a tool coverage.py. Based on that, it won't accept it if it is less than like 90%. So that
Okay. First is test coverage. Okay. What else?
um, the defect
Defects.
type
Okay.
defect in,
How
so
will you say? 10
like-
defects are more, 10 defects are less. How will you say?
because based on the priority and severity, I myself because I will be knowing the functionality about the application.
Application. The team has cleared all the application builds now, but you have to give a report out saying that how the overall testing went. I found out 50 defects. In that, 20 high priority, 20 medium, and 20 low, or 10 low. You call that as a good health?
No, because high priority.
But I have completed. No, development team has closed out now. You are giving a final report now. So all I am asking is, how do you determine which is good, which is bad? That's all I am asking. Do you have
Bad.
any thresholds?
If it is a high priority, high severity, it's like
It's not good.
not good.
Okay. Okay. What's the other two metrics?
And functionality related
Functionality related.
things.
So you do ODC, orthogonal defect classification, to decide whether it's a functionality defect or whether it's a usability defect. Do you do ODC basically?
I have not followed like OODC and all. So if it is a functionality,
Okay. So functionality defects you consider it as more severe.
yeah,
Okay. Again, last one.
timely delivery.
Timely delivery. Okay.
Because as a testers we also need a time for testing. So at the end, even if tomorrow we are releasing, so today we have got means, even if we test all the features but still the bugs will remain. So it would be better 2 or 3 days earlier, so we also get time to fix it, and developer also get to fix it high priority things. So even we also get to do regression testing.
So currently you are working in Speridian Technologies.
Yeah.
So it's purely automated, but you said right, okay. You are involved in the manual testing aspect also. Does it have a UI component?
Yeah.
This, whatever the tool that you are testing. So you do the functionality testing as well as automation testing.
Yeah.
And do you do the testing, the manual testing first and then you do the automation testing, or how is it? Or you list out the automation testing cases first and then you, what's the
First
procedure?
test case I will write based on testing I will tell.
Okay.
So first I will write the test cases, okay, and once I receive any build, so I will execute the test cases. So if there are bugs, I will raise the bugs, and and if those bugs are fixed, I will do regression testing, bug fix testings.
When will you write automation?
Automation, so if we cannot start automation testing at start stage itself, so once the application should be stable, so almost so some applications take a bit time, like 4 sprint or more than 2 sprints, some applications take, then only we can start the automation testing. So
Okay.
So what is the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing?
smoke testing, whenever we are receiving build for the first time, it can be bug fixes or it can be a new implementation or functionality changes, it can be anything. So we will do smoke testing to check whether the build is acceptable for testing. We can proceed for testing or not. So if once we once we do smoke testing, then we do so next one you asked sanity. Yeah, sanity testing means we'll do sanity testing. So bug fixes and all changes we'll do.
You have, I think we are pretty much done, Alisha. Thank you. So do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I'd like to know any specific project.
So we have a multiple set of applications. We have Windows-based, web-based, we have Excel-based solutions also, we have SharePoint-based solutions also, and we have cloud-based solutions also. So we have a mix of portfolio. So I think it depending on whichever the technology, wherever the need that is coming in. So we have a PI where we have a set of priority items. So we would know like what are the items that would be coming in. So we would be going ahead and doing the testing. So the expectation is that the tester, whoever is coming in, gets acclimatized to all the products, whatever that we have, and then helps with the testing, manual as well as automation testing, both aspects. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Right, Bhagyashree, thank you so much for coming over. So we are following 4+1 at this point of time. That means 4 days in office and 1 day work from home as we speak. So is that convenient for you?
Yeah, it's fine. I feel office is better for more good communication. I feel.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Bhagyashree.